In a corner of the Eastern Front, a stifling silence enveloped the ruins of an old building, now only fragile walls riddled with bullet holes. A Ukrainian UAV unit detected 2 Russian Stormtrooper infaders moving toward the ruins of a building formerly used as a field defense point. Initial analysis by the UAV operator indicated that the 2 targets were attempting to use the cracked concrete wall as a hiding place to avoid detection. The field was littered with debris, steel wire, and pieces of wall, making the area a deadly maze for anyone within, and a Ukrainian FPV drone was launched on a precision elimination mission. The FPV camera showed the 2 exhausted stormtroopers moving in a zigzag pattern while crouching low, as if hoping to escape the UAV's sensors. However, their every move was locked in the operator's surveillance system. The UAV operator calmly adjusted their altitude, maintaining an optimal distance while monitoring the building's gaps. The atmosphere was tense as the enemy hid behind a half-collapsed wall, attempting to exchange hand signals, a sign of their fear. But it was all in vain. Once the target was confirmed, the FPV drone accelerated fully, diving low over the pile of rubble. Within seconds, its flight path was locked directly on the enemy position. A loud crash accompanied by a powerful explosion rocked the ruins. From the sky, the shockwave could be seen slamming into the concrete wall, sending dust and debris into the air. 2 stormtroopers sheltering behind the rubble were thrown into the debris, their screams cut off abruptly by the deadly boom. When the dust slowly settled, only devastation remained. 2 Russian infaders had been eliminated, blending into the ruins of the building they had chosen as their last refuge. There was no resistance from the 2 enemy forces, no chance of escape, and the FPV drone successfully completed the mission, leaving no room for the enemy to survive. This operation reaffirmed the dominance of FPV UAVs in modern warfare. There is no safe haven for infaders, even within the ruins of seemingly sturdy buildings. With superior technology and operator precision, any enemy attempt to hide only delays the final execution. This urban hunt demonstrates that the battlefield is now completely dominated by aerial reconnaissance and precision strikes. Under the shadow of Ukrainian FPV drones, the enemy's every move is monitored, and every hiding place ultimately becomes a trap for them. At present, Russian ratio of losses hit a staggering number of 20 soldiers for every meter gained in the tree lines and in the streets, crashing face first into the Ukrainian wall of drones. As the Russian casualty rate shatters the morale of their soldiers, who now beg others not to join the army in their last videos, Russian commanders continue to deploy more operational reserves into the ever-growing disaster. Near Myrnohrad, Russian forces have been trying for weeks to claw their way forward, hoping to turn the town into a staging ground for a push on Pokrovsky. The plan is to gain a foothold, expand positions, and use the town's size to conceal ammunition depots, force groupings, and drone units operating close to the front. Simultaneous with the Dobropilya breakthrough, Russians thought to use their armor again in the hope that Ukrainians were too distracted, and this could prove successful. However, in practice, it has been a disaster, as every attempted armored push toward Myrnohrad has ended with Ukrainian firepower destroying Russian vehicles long before they could even reach the contact line. Dozens of geolocated videos show smoking wrecks scattered across fields, showcasing the failing strategy, with Russians now forced to resort to pure infantry assaults once again. Between the Russians and their goal stands what soldiers on the ground call the wall of drones, Pokrovsky and Myrnohrad, with their tall buildings and industrial complexes, provide perfect launch sites and relay points for these operators. Drones swarm across no man's land, hitting Russian infantry not only as they cross open ground, but also inside shelters, making even waiting in hidden positions deadly. Soldiers of Russia's 155th Marine Brigade recently complained in a video that their shelter was destroyed by a Ukrainian kamikaze drone, leaving them concussed but alive, at least this time. Yet the drones are not the only powerful tool in the Ukrainian arsenal, as Ukrainian airstrikes are equally devastating with their crushing precision. Videos from Myrnohrad show MiG-29 jets delivering JDAM-guided bombs. In one case, 2 such munitions struck a mine building packed with Russian assault troops, obliterating them in seconds. Another strike targeted a separate strongpoint, and as one of the bombs failed to completely destroy the target, Ukrainian drones quickly followed to finish the survivors. The synergy is lethal, with aviation wiping out larger concentrations while drones hunt down remaining infiltrators, ensuring no pocket of resistance survives. As a result, the few Russians who manage to infiltrate forward often find themselves trapped and doomed. With drones flying overhead, there is no place to hide, and one geolocated video shows operators leading Ukrainian Marines from the sky to Russian infiltrators hiding in an underground shelter. Drones confirmed the target and a small squad moved in, pinning the enemy with suppressive fire, then tossing a grenade inside, ending the fight instantly. Such fish-in-a-barrel clearing operations are happening daily, eliminating remnants of Russian infiltration missions before they can regroup or fortify. The cost for Russia is mind-boggling, and Ukrainian officers report that for every single meter gained near Myrnohrad, 20 Russians die. One Russian soldier sent a video plea home confirming these statistics with the words that there were 20 of them at first, and that he is now the only one left. At the same time, the soldier also said the rest are dead for what he calls not their war, as he continues with a warning, trying to dissuade more people from joining the Russian army. Ukrainian intelligence confirms that the Russian command is stripping operational reserves from other fronts, as well as pulling exhausted units straight from contact lines and sending them to Pokrovsky. However, with drones watching every trench and precision bombs smashing every hideout, the losses only accelerate. Overall, the defense of Pokrovsky and Myrnohrad has become a demonstration of modern combined arms at its most effective. Drones saturate the sky, JDAMs smash force concentrations, and ground troops methodically clear the shattered remains. Russia's dream of turning Myrnohrad into a launching pad has instead turned it into a graveyard, as each meter forward costs a platoon's worth of lives, a pace impossible to sustain. No matter how many reinforcements the enemy diverts to this sector, the synergy shown by Ukrainian defenders ensures that every advance will bleed out, making sure that for Russia, progress is measured not in meters,